Ever wonder how your own thoughts can be your worst enemy? It's a question that many of us grapple with daily. The answer lies in a concept known as self-talk. Self-talk is that internal dialogue you have with yourself, shaping your perception of reality. It's like a running commentary on your life, influencing the way you see yourself and the world around you. Now imagine if that commentary is filled with negativity. It can undermine your self-esteem and confidence. Negative self-talk such as "I can't do this" or "I'm not good enough" can lead to self-fulfilling prophecies. It's like digging a hole for yourself where you can't see the light of positivity anymore. These harmful narratives can trap you in a cycle of self-doubt and pessimism. But it doesn't have to be this way. Understanding the power of self-talk is the first step to harnessing it for our benefit. How can you distinguish negative self-talk from a simple reality check? This is a question many of us grapple with. Negative self-talk often comes disguised as realism or practicality, but its roots are typically embedded in fear or insecurity. Take phrases like "I'll never be good enough" or "I always mess up." These are common examples of negative self-talk. They are absolute, unforgiving, and harsh. They leave no room for growth or change, and often they are not based on fact, but rather on our fears and insecurities. These destructive beliefs can easily become a habitual way of thinking. Like a scratched record, our mind plays these phrases on repeat, influencing our actions and perceptions. But here's the thing, we are not our thoughts. We have the power to challenge and change these narratives. Recognizing negative self-talk when it happens is a crucial step towards counteracting it. With awareness, we can begin to break free from these limiting beliefs and embrace a more positive self-image. So how can you break the cycle of negative self-talk? Well, the first step is to challenge those negative thoughts. Just because you think something doesn't mean it's a fact. When a negative thought creeps in, take a moment to question it. Ask yourself, is this thought based on reality or is it just my perception? Often you'll find that your negative self-talk is not grounded in truth, but rather an exaggeration or distortion of the facts. Next, try to reframe negativity into positivity. This doesn't mean denying your feelings or pretending everything is perfect. It's about shifting your perspective to focus on the positive aspects of a situation. For instance, if you make a mistake, instead of thinking, "I'm such a failure," you could say, "I made a mistake, but I'm learning from it." By doing so, you're acknowledging the situation without berating yourself. Practicing mindfulness can also be a powerful tool in combating negative self-talk. Mindfulness is about staying present and not getting caught up in the stories your mind tells you. It's about observing your thoughts and feelings without judgment. When you notice negative self-talk, simply acknowledge it and let it pass without giving it power over you. Lastly, cultivate self-compassion. Be kind to yourself. Treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding you'd show to a loved one. Instead of berating yourself for perceived flaws or mistakes, recognize that everyone has flaws and makes mistakes. It's part of being human. Remember, these strategies are not about achieving perfection. They're about fostering a healthier relationship with yourself. It's about recognizing your worth and treating yourself with kindness and respect. It's about changing the narrative in your head from one of criticism and negativity to one of understanding and positivity. Remember, changing ingrained thought patterns takes time and practice, but the benefits are worth the effort. And every time you catch yourself in the throes of negative self-talk and consciously choose to shift your perspective, you're taking a step towards a more positive self-image. What if your thoughts could be your best allies instead of your worst enemies? Imagine a world where every thought that crossed your mind was uplifting, encouraging, and full of positivity. That's the power of positive self-talk. It's like having your own personal cheerleader, constantly whispering words of encouragement and affirmation. And the best part, you're in control. You get to decide what that cheerleader says. Positive self-talk is a powerful tool that can enhance your self-image, boost your confidence, and ultimately improve your overall quality of life. Instead of dwelling on your shortcomings, it allows you to focus on your strengths, abilities, and potential. It's a way of turning your inner critic into your inner coach. So, how does one go about harnessing this power? Well, it begins with positive affirmations. These are simple, positive statements that you repeat to yourself on a regular basis. They could be as simple as "I am capable," "I am strong," or "I am worthy." The key is to make them specific, believable, and relevant to your personal goals and aspirations. Now, repeating these affirmations once or twice won't magically transform your self-image overnight. It's a process, and like any skill, it requires practice and consistency. The more you repeat these affirmations, the more ingrained they become in your thought patterns. Over time, they start to replace the negative self-talk that's been holding you back, and you begin to see yourself in a more positive light. But remember, the aim here is not to create a false sense of self. Rather, it's about acknowledging your worth and potential and fostering a healthier, more balanced view of yourself. It's about learning to appreciate your strengths, accept your weaknesses, and believe in your ability to grow and improve. With positive self-talk, you can become your own best cheerleader and cultivate a stronger, more positive self-image. You have the power to shape your thoughts and in turn shape your reality. So why not make it a positive one? Let's quickly recap what we've covered today. We've explored the potent influence of self-talk, that constant internal chatter that can shape our perceptions and emotions. We've identified how negative self-talk, often subtle and unnoticed, can undermine our confidence and self-esteem. We've also delved into strategies to combat negative self-talk. Remember the power of mindfulness, the practice of observing your thoughts without judgment. We've highlighted the role of positive affirmations, those uplifting statements that can rewrite our internal dialogue. We've also emphasized the importance of self-compassion, that gentle, kind approach to ourselves when we falter or fail. Finally, we've discussed how positive self-talk can dramatically boost our self-image. By transforming our internal chatter into a supportive, encouraging voice, we can foster a more positive outlook, heightened self-esteem, and a more fulfilling life. Remember, your thoughts shape your reality. Choose them wisely. Please be sure to like, share, subscribe, and join us at mentalhealthlove.com for more great self-care tips and articles. Thanks for watching.